And now sports with Chris Duerr from the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Sports Desk.
And tip top of this Black Friday evening, and welcome one and all to Sports Final.
Plenty of basketball to get to tonight, including Turkey tournament closure and a couple of season debuts, including a big one at the Jacksonville Bowl.
Yeah, West Hancock stepping up in class tonight and stepping up to take on a really good Jacksonville squad in one of the best venues in the entire state of Illinois. Early on, how about this? Gavin Grothaus making some things happen defensively right here. Somehow tracks this ball back in and finishes with a contested lay-in off the larceny. Then a little Nolan Gooding time working the offensive glass off the missed three right here. He's there for the putback, and defensively, man, did Cooper Knowles make his presence felt in this one. He had a bunch of these. This is the best of his swats of the night. Clearly, the young man could get up to get down, and then Jacksonville would settle in. Really nice high-low passing right here. Nets Amari Burries, a very easy two on the down low. There was nothing easy about what Darren Henry's going to do right here. He gets the steal, and check out how he somehow gets this tremendous finish, would complete the three-point play. A masse off the rim, if you will, for him. Good stuff there. Gavin Grothaus going to answer back for the Titans. Kind of the midi working for him at that point, but at the end of the first quarter, check it out right here. Shades of Tyus Edney. I can't believe I said that out loud. Amari Burries, floor length in 4 seconds to beat the buzzer. Jacksonville goes on to hand West Hancock a loss to open the Crimson Classic 64-60. All right, the Greg Altmix debut, Ben.
Yes, we do get a coaching debut tonight. Greg Altmix makes it for QND against McClure. We'll start with some Jace Allensworth, going to get the rebound here in just a moment. Doesn't even need to come back down. Puts it right back up for two right there. Then just moments later, nice Euro step there by Alex Dance. Gets the bucket to go for QND. They played really well in this one. Some nice passing on this one. Leads to a two-pointer from Jace Allensworth. Finish it off right there. Uses the backboard and in. And the Raiders just kept adding on in this one. Alex Dance, this time, yeah, it's going to be Alex Dance who scores there. Then just a few moments later, we've seen plenty of highlights from him on the golf course, but here you see it from him on the court is Bo F. Tink is going to sink a three from the corner. Nicely done right there. And then just a couple more moments later, one more rebound and put back for Royce Boyd. This one all QND. They go on to win it 65-40, your final score. And then across town for the Blue Devils, they were back for night 2 of their Thanksgiving tournament, this time facing Dunlap. Let's get things going with Dom Clay in transition. Somehow gets to Cameron Wires, who then lays it in. Now this time it's going to be Wires doing the facilitating inside to Keyshawn Thomas for the strong finish. Boy, would he have a big night. More on him later. More transition offense coming for the Blue Devils. This time to Bradley Longcore, the third for the fast break slam. All QHS early up 12-3 at that point. Moments later, Dom Clay the steal. He's smiling because he knows he's on his way to dunk it. Another one to extend the Blue Devils lead. And then watch how quickly QHS goes from end to end here. Thomas to Wires, then gets it to Clay, who lays it in. A 13-point lead at that point, and only growing from there. Then just moments later, Thomas inside to Rico Clay Jr., who gets in on the fun with the layup of his own. And then more of the same as defense turns to offense as Clay Jr. finds Thomas for a one-hand dunk of his own right there with the right hand. Blue Devils kept their foot on the gas in this one all game long. A jumper from Thomas, no problem. He finished with 27 points. This one all QHS. They handle it no problem. 81-33 your final.
All right, more Turkey tournament fun. Let's take you to Bushnell Prairie City tonight, where at Bushnell it was Illini West pulling off the upset of previously unbeaten Illini Bluffs 31-29. That means we are going to get a contested championship. It looks like Illini West, Illini Bluffs, and Macomb all with one loss. I believe the tiebreaker is fewest points allowed. We'll see how all that shakes out coming up on Saturday. Championship time at the Pittsfield Sockeye Turkey Tournament tonight. A scorching hot Reed Sparrow trying to lead Liberty to a Sockeye Turkey Tournament title, but Carter Frazier and the O squad had other ideas. Frazier right here working from distance, and yeah, going to step just inside the three and knock down that jumper. I mentioned Reed Sparrow. The three wasn't falling for him tonight like it had been, but look at this. He's right there for the putback and making some things happen on the interior off the nice pass from Vince Cramsey. Still, Pittsfield fighting back in this one. It's Taylor Graham working his way into the paint. Love the way the Sockeye guards would attack tonight, and they go straight to the hoop. It's Mr. Graham getting requited. Vince Cramsey, though, he was the hot hand for the Eagles early. First first this take, and the inside, he gets that to go. Then on the immediate next play, he's going to get the steal. And I didn't know Vince Cramsey had it in him. Beautiful slam dunk for him on the breakaway dunk at that point. Hayden Gratton, though, trying to answer back for Pittsfield. Mr. Gratton with the smooth move right there. Cramsey going to answer back right here with a deep three. I mean, you can't fire this from much further within the gym, but it would be the Sakis and Taylor Graham. And a big night from Clayton Reinhardt, not Pitchard, who took over this game as Pittsfield wins the tournament title on their home floor, 45-39, call it a minor upset. Meanwhile, in the third place game, Caden Niekamp would have rather been at Hancock Stadium. Heck, he would have rather been anywhere today, but in this one, because Central just didn't have much offense. Pick it up with Evan Walker right here, getting Central's first field goal. This came 9.5 minutes deep into the game. It was that kind of day. How about this kid, though? Cruz Miles working strong to the rack off the give and go, showing off some nifty moves in this one. But Central, as I mentioned, struggled. Niekamp and Elijah Genenbacher with buckets to finish out these highlights. Wasn't pretty today as they were held to 22 points. They lose to Porta AC, your third place winner, 45-22. In the consolation championship today, big doings for the Payson-Seymour Indians, who had been struggling to find wins. They played pretty well. Seemed like they were far too good to be in the consolation championship. They got it going today in good vibe fashion. Lane Barker with 3 to start things off. How about Cullen Forbes here with the steal and the swoop at the other end for Western? His team down 13 at this point. He tried to get him back into it, but you know what? Blake Schwartz and company having none of it. Schwartz from distance going to knock down the 3. He's got that in the repertoire. Then it's Landon Gooding time as well as Payson-Seymour erupts today and plays like we kind of thought they would going into the season. Big win over Western in this one by the Indians. Final count sees them hold Western to 32. 62-32 is your final. At the Tiger Classic today, Brown County stays undefeated, punches its ticket to the championship game with a big win over Beardstown. How about Rushville Industry erupting? They'll play in the 5th place game with 79 points against Hardham today. West Central and Unity going at it earlier in the day. The Mustangs were down double digits, so they're trying to whittle away in this one. Thanks to Adler Gray, they'd get it down to 7 at one point. West Central just too powerful and with many, many answers on this day. Starts with Zach Howard. Follow up and midi for him as he's got the nice shooting touch, makes that happen for the Cougars. Then Blaine Sidwell, a fire from the corner, letting fly for 3. That was good stuff. You know, all kinds of contributions in this one for Ryan Seasting's team, including the big fella, Carson Brown. He rebounds like nobody's business, and he gets the job done on the inside right here. Nick Hamilton adding some fun as well with a 3 of his own. All West Central, as West Central and Brown County will play for the championship tomorrow afternoon. At the Berkschneider tournament today, how about some fun from Saltyville, Ben?
Yeah, Route Catholic trying to stay unbeaten in New Berlin. First, we're going to get some Bryson Mossman highlights. Gets to the rack and the reverse layup. Nicely done right there. That was smooth for the bucket. Then just a couple moments later, hey, we're going to go right back to the same player. First, we're going to miss the 3, but then Mossman going to get it to go, gets the rebound and puts it back up. This one, Route Catholic, they had no problems. They win it by 14 points. 48-34 is your final score in this one.
Also on the scoreboard, Triopia picks up its first loss at the Gene Berkschneider today. Couldn't find any offense either, held to 21 points, losing to the host squad. 42-21 your final there. In a non-turkey tournament game, Griggsville Perry jumps on Pawnee on the road, 44-38. We've got girls action, Ben.
Yeah, back in town here this afternoon, QHS girls welcoming in Althoff Catholic for some Friday afternoon hoops. This was the Jada Brown show early on. Madeline Hamby finds Brown here for the layup to get things going here early on. Then just moments later, a nice find on this pass from Chloe Nicholson. Brown does the rest for the score. That would make it a 7-0 game just moments into this one, and QHS, well, they would add to it. It's Miley Longcore. She's left open and connects for the 3. That stretches this lead to double digits, and it only grew from there. Now we're going to go right back to Jada Brown. This time she pulls up from beyond the arc. No problem there as the lead grows to 13 for QHS. Then in transition, it's going to be Brown up ahead to Cameron Byquist. Then right back to Brown to lay it in. She was feeling it early, and now this time, moments later, it's going to be Byquist doing the scoring with a nice baseline drive. QHS, they started this game on a 19-0 run. Finally, we'll get some Chloe Nicholson action here on the floater to keep things rolling for QHS. And then how about one more as time winds down? Nice one-legged floater coming from Layla Gay. QHS rolls in this one. They go on to win it 67-24, your final score. And then just across town, the QND girls looking to make it a win as well against Calhoun. And at first, we get to Ari Bueller on the move, finds Tristan Pieper, gets the roll and the bucket for QND to get things rolling. And then just just a couple moments later. Still early in this one, it's Pieper again going to work here, gets to the basket and scores with that left hand, giving QND a 3-point lead. This is still early on. Then moments later, we get Marie Eversman going the length of the court, finishes for the and one with the right hand. Nicely done there for the tough finish. Lady Raiders, they're trying to score quick again. They were doing this in transition all game long. It's Sage Stratton finds Lauren Hummel, who gets the layup. That gave QND a lead now at 15-11, and it only got bigger from there. Bueller working off the screen, takes the pull-up jumper and sinks it for QND. They really started to get things going about midway through the second. Stratton left open for three. She knocks it down from there. Nice pass on that one, too, by Jenna Durst as well. One more bucket coming here late in this one by Stratton as QND. They pull away to get this win. 30-point home win. Final score 62-32.
Other girls action today at the Pana tip-off tournament. Central Southeastern stays undefeated on the season, gets the win over Brownstone St. Elmo. Too much fire for Central Southeastern, if you will. They will end up playing in the championship game coming up tomorrow, we think, against Breeze Mater Dei. Never did see a final. Lady Hornet Classic wraps up on Saturday. Some preliminary action to fill out the bracket. Rushville Industry jumps on Payson Seymour 51-34. Also on the docket today, Liberty, a winner over Unity, and a winner going away in this one. Liberty's got some real moxie to it. 50-37 is your final in that contest. Also on the docket, we've got Beardstown taking out West Prairie. Final count in that one was 60-41. And checking in on West Hancock, they get the tight win today over Pleasant Hill Western. Coming up tomorrow on Overtime, we've got a half hour. We're going to make use of every second of it. 3 Final Four games in Missouri. You're going to Shelby County tomorrow.
I've got 2 of them with North and South Shelby. A little bit of mix of 8-man and 11-man football. It's been a journey just to get to this point. So fun stuff there. I can't wait. It's going to be cold too, so who knows?
Yeah, and we're tracking Bowling Green, obviously, with the big showdown. Repeat against Lamar. And I've got more basketball for you from every corner of the Tri-States than you can shake a stick at.